Hey, how's it going, family? This is Michael Cabradia right here in San Diego, California, and welcome back. We are reading through the book 100 Simple Secrets of Happy People. And the reason why we're reading through the book is who doesn't want to learn more secrets about being happy, right? Like on a daily basis, we have such a bombardment of things that are outside of our control and things that maybe make us stressed out or things that make us feel just uneasy or whatever the case might be. But why not every day be able to read something or hear something or listen to something that can actually help us to work on our positive outlook on life and just being happier people. So I love this book because the chapters are less than 2 pages long. So I'm going to read out of it, maybe give some insight, ask some questions. But feel free to comment in the comment section. Feel free to start a dialogue, continue a dialogue, and share your thoughts on what you hear today. So here we go. Number 18, don't face your problems alone. Problems can appear to be unsolvable. We are social creatures who need to discuss our problems with others, whether it be those who care about us most or those who have faced the same problems that we have. When we are alone, problems just start to fester. By sharing, we can actually gain perspective and find solutions. It is a familiar story that the folks at credit counseling hear all too often. It goes like this. Sam missed a mortgage payment, then he missed a second, then he missed a third, and then the bank came and they took his house away, right? When he missed the first payment, all kinds of things could have been done. Arrangements could have been made that would have protected Sam and his house. Sam had friends who knew the rules, and those people, they could have helped. Sam didn't ask, and he was embarrassed. He got himself into trouble, and he was going to get himself out of trouble. Problem was, Sam didn't know how to get himself out of the trouble. He didn't know what to do. And as days passed and his situation grew more grave, Sam only became more upset and more embarrassed. As a consequence, he isolated himself even more from his friends, and before they knew what hit Sam, he was out of the door. Credit counseling's counselors tell people the only thing that hiding your problems accomplishes is making sure that no one helps you with them. So last paragraph here. An experiment was conducted with a group of women having low life satisfaction. Some of the women were introduced to others who shared their situation, and some of the women were left on their own to deal with their concerns. Those who interacted with others saw a 55% reduction in their concerns over time, while those who were left on their own showed no improvement. So let me ask you a question. So in regards to this right here, when you have a challenge or when you have a problem, are there times where you reach out to other people for help? Maybe somebody who's been there, done that, has experience in that situation, and do you listen to their assistance or listen to their guidance? Or do you try to figure things out on your own? For the most part, there have been times, obviously, in my life where, I really just feel as if, I got to take care of this myself, and, I don't want to reach out for help and things like that. I do have, that every now and then. But it's really interesting because I remember hearing this story of a person who was actually stuck in a hole. So imagine you're walking down the street and there's a huge hole that's in the ground, and there was a person who was actually stuck in the hole, and the hole was 8-10 feet deep, and there's a person in there yelling help me, I can't get out of here. And there were people who actually were walking by and actually looking at the person in the hole, and they would just wave at him hey, you're stuck in the hole, sorry, excuse my language, but sucks to be you. Just walk by, right? But here's the thing. One person ended up walking by, and the person ended up jumping in the hole with the guy, and the guy in the hole was why did you jump down here? I'm stuck in this hole now. It's not just me stuck in the hole. Now we're both stuck in the hole. But the person ended up saying that, you know what? I've been in this hole before, and I know the way out. So really think about it. There might be a situation in your life currently, there might be a situation in your life currently right now, and you might be stuck in a hole, right? And there are people who've been in that hole before, and here you are trying to figure out how to get out of the hole yourself. when there is somebody that you know, a friend, a family member, or maybe even a friend of a friend, or even professional help that can help you get out of that hole, and you'll get out of that hole a lot faster than if you just try to get it done on your own. Last thing I'll share with you is I remember I was in a relationship years ago, and it ended really not in a very good end, right? Like it didn't end properly. And I remember talking to so many different people, and it was interesting because I spoke to people that I knew, I spoke to people that I trusted, but I also spoke to people that I didn't know. Maybe I trusted them a little bit because, it felt interesting and felt good talking to people that didn't even really know who I was. So sometimes even speaking to a stranger, someone who really doesn't know you, doesn't know your friends, doesn't know your family, doesn't know your background, sometimes speaking to that type of person really helps out as well. And I remember walking away from a lot of those conversations with a new clarity and some new wisdom of how to, and some new wisdom of how to really proceed and move forward in hopefully the next relationship that I was going to be in. And those conversations led me to the current relationship that I'm in with my beautiful wife, Jenny. And by the way, I'm recording this video on her birthday. So today, happy birthday. Love you. All right. God bless you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you on the next one, which will be video number 19. God bless you guys. Make sure to put a comment below. Take care.